Oh, there you go. All right. Good morning, everyone. Hello. And for all of those of you that are joining at home, good morning. Thank you for coming back. We're back to our live classes today. I was off on Friday, so hopefully you were still able to tune into the flashback videos that we posted. But we will go ahead and start another week with a little bit of gentle stretching, some mindfulness. And yeah, if you're like me, you probably wanted to sleep in this morning because the weather was a lot colder. We're starting to get those fall temperatures. It was nice and cozy, right? But here we are. We will start nice and easy here with our stretches as normal and follow it up with some mindfulness. The quote that we have for today, it says, "The world is changed by your example, not by your opinion." The world is changed by your example, not by your opinion. And I think there's a couple different ways you can take this, but definitely the first one for me anyways is that actions speak louder than words, right? And especially in a time when there are so many opinions and so many varying opinions. How do your actions follow that, and where are your actions coming from? Are they coming from a place of love and respect, even when the opinions are different? Or are they just reactions, automatic reactions? So for me, I really like this one because I think it's one of those things too. If you put your opinions into action, if you put your words into action, they hold more strength. And people are inspired by that, right? There's a lot of talking heads out there. Everyone's got an opinion. I'm not going to say the quote about opinions because I can't say that live on camera, but everybody's got one, right? But what are you doing with those opinions? How are you inspiring others? How are you helping others? How are you helping yourself, right? And it doesn't always have to be some big grandiose action. It could just be something as small as being gentle on yourself so that your next interaction with someone is a little softer and a little kinder. But it's still about putting that into action instead of just being another talking head. We got a lot of those. We got a lot of those right now. But how are we following that up with something concrete, something that is worth putting into action and adding value back into our world, whether it's on a grand scale or even just internally in our own worlds. So you got some dance music going on over there, girl. All right, so we will put our opinions into action with the stretches, right? Calming ourselves down, giving ourselves the time and space to just settle, feel into the body, listen to what our body is telling us, and just give ourselves a little moment to pause and to reset. So we'll do that both with the gentle stretches today, as well as the morning mindfulness, so that hopefully we can show up to the rest of the day a little bit more refreshed from maybe a kinder place, a place full of love. So for those of you at home, thank you for joining. We here at the facility will get into our starting positions. I invite you to do the same. So go ahead, get to that chair, and then we will get started. All right, you guys. So everyone here, as well as at home, let's go ahead, come to that starting position. We're going to bring our feet flat to the floor if available. Have a bend in the knees. Feel your hips rooting down into the chair beneath you. And then try and sit up a little taller. Yep, lengthen that spine, create a little space here in the torso. Relax the shoulders down. And then we'll start, as we always do, with 3 deep breaths. I invite you to close the eyes here as we inhale through the nose, pull the breath in. Exhale, open mouth, let the breath go. Inhale through the nose, belly fills, chest expands. our stretches. So we're going to begin with our legs, our lower extremities. As best as possible, go ahead, bring them straight out in front of you, and then we'll start by pointing and flexing the feet here, right? So taking the toes away from the body, drawing them back in towards the body, away and towards. Good. Just start to get the blood flowing, the energy moving. And then always keep in mind, if you're unable to see motion, whether it's with this posture, maybe one limb or another posture, I invite you to close the eyes and then see if you can watch as the body moves energetically. Keep that breath flowing, smooth and steady here. Nice job, you guys. Starting to put our opinions into action, even if it's small action, just at the ankles. Nice. Go ahead, keep those legs nice and long, but rest the heels down on the floor here. And then we'll keep our toes flexed back in towards the body. Sit up nice and tall as you take a breath in. And then as you breathe out, gently reach down into the direction of your toes here. Good. Start to breathe into sensation. Feeling into the backs of your legs here, the calves, and the hamstrings. Try not to force anything or cause any pain. Just moving nice and easy into the posture. Take another deep breath in here. And then exhale, slowly, slowly, slowly. Come on back up towards seated. Nice. Bring a bend in the knees again. Bring your feet flat to the floor. We'll come to our starting position here and take a breath to reset. So inhale through the nose. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Nice job, you guys. All right, we are going to get your hip adductors. So our inner thighs here. Taking the knees away from one another. Just gently drawing the inside of the thighs here in opposite directions. Now you can continue to just use the muscles of the hips and the legs, or if it feels okay, add a little pressure here, maybe using a hand or the forearm, and just gently pushing that stretch and maybe to a deeper position here. Good, just allowing the muscles to ease into the stretch. Shouldn't be any pain or no forcing. Moving the breath, maybe relax the shoulders here a little bit. Let go of any tension in the jaw. Good. Take another inhale here. And then exhale slowly, slowly. Come on back. Draw those knees in towards one another. Nice job, you guys. Once more, return to that starting position. Sit up nice and tall. We'll take a breath to reset. Inhale through the nose. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Good. All right, we're going to move into the back side of our hips here. So from the starting position, your feet are flat. Sit up tall, and as we breathe in, we'll draw this right leg up into the torso here. Gently drawing it into the chest. Starting to breathe into the back side of this hip here. And you can stay here, or if it feels good, cross over the other leg. And just notice. Notice if it changes the pull of the muscle. Notice if it changes the sensation. Or maybe it changes the reaction that comes up in your body. And just notice. Keep the breath moving. Smooth and steady. Relax the shoulders, relax the jaw. Go ahead, take another deep breath in here. And then exhale, slowly release. Let that leg go. Nice, you guys. We'll go ahead and switch sides. So from your starting position, take a breath in. And then we'll bring that left leg up. Gently squeezing it into the torso. Once again, noticing the back side of the left hip here. Either staying here, breathing into sensation, or if you want, take this leg and cross it over the other one. stretch, feeling any sensation that shows up, or maybe it's a lack of sensation. Maybe it feels a little different from the right side. That's okay. No right or wrong here, just noticing what's happening in your body. Good. Take another deep breath in here. And then exhale, slowly release, let that leg go. Nice, go ahead, come on back to that starting position, sit up tall. We'll take a breath here to reset. Inhale through the nose. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Nice. All right, all done with the legs here, we're gonna move into our trunk. So bring your feet flat to the floor. Make sure your hips are rooted into the chair. Sit up nice and tall, feel your spine lengthen, take a breath in. And then as you breathe out, gently twist over to the right. Now taking the hand grip of your choice, maybe on the leg or to the chair. And then continue to breathe. Inhale as you lengthen through the spine, create space. And as you exhale, gently twist a little deeper, moving into the space created. Maybe the gaze comes over the right shoulder. And just continuing to breathe, feeling into the stretch. Take another inhale here. And then exhale, slowly come on back towards center. Nice job, you guys. We'll switch sides again. Sit up nice and tall. Take a breath in. And as we exhale, gently twist over to the left this time. Good. Once again, hand grip of your choice, wherever it feels comfortable. And then continue moving the breath. Sit up nice and tall as you inhale. Maybe twist a little deeper as you exhale. Perhaps the gaze comes over the left shoulder. And then just keep the breath moving, smooth and steady. Good. Take another inhale here. And then exhale, gently release. Come on back to center. Oh, nice job, you guys. Let's go ahead and take a breath here to reset. Inhale through the nose. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Awesome. All right, keeping those legs exactly where they're at. We're now going to round the spine forward, maybe bringing your hands down towards your feet here. Good. And just start to feel into the low back. Noticing muscles of the lumbar spine as they softly stretch open here. If it feels okay, you can release the weight of the head all the way towards the floor, further opening up the back body. And if there's any compression or restriction, just back off a little bit. You can always put your hands on your knees too if that feels a little better, more supported. And then keep that breath moving. Softly in and softly out. Just allowing yourself a chance to feel the sensations. Letting the stretch happen. Good. Take another deep breath in here. And as you exhale, slowly roll back on up. Give yourself a minute here. Bring the spine back in line. Let your blood pressure settle, stabilize. Go ahead, take a soft breath in and a soft breath out. Nice job, you guys. If your eyes are closed, go ahead and open them once more. And then we will get into the front of our body here. So we'll start by once again coming to the beginning position. Feet are flat. Try to lengthen that spine as best as you can. And then we'll start by squeezing the shoulder blades together. So maybe drawing your elbow points towards one another. Good. Just allow the front of the body here to open up, broadening across the chest, the collarbone. Now a couple options depending on the height of the chair and your comfort level. If it feels okay, you can can take the spine up and over the chair. If your chair back's a little higher like yours, Tina, you can just push your shoulders into the top of it and then try to pull like your heart and your belly button forward. Good. And now regardless of where you're at, you can also bring your arms to either side if that feels okay. And then maybe bring the gaze up towards the ceiling, just gently. Continuing to breathe. Feeling a stretch all through the abdomen, the chest, around the neck and the throat. As you breathe in, feel expansion. And as you breathe out, watch as the muscles soften and settle. Good. Continue moving the breath here, slow and steady. Allowing gravity to gently draw your muscles away from one another. Good. Take another deep inhale. And exhale slowly, slowly, slowly. Come on back up. Good morning, Kevin. Welcome back. So good to see you. Glad to have you. Yeah. Feel free to just jump right in. We're doing our morning stretches and mindfulness, okay? All right, go ahead, wherever you guys are at, come on back to that starting position. We'll take a deep breath here to reset. Inhale through the nose. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Nice job. All right, we are done with the trunk, so we're going to move into the arms here. So this first one, we're going to do flexion here at the shoulder. Now again, we always have a couple options with our hand grip. So you can either take fingers in between one another, you can clasp them over each other in a cupped grip, you can use the strength of one hand to assist and support the other, or you can do all of this with just one hand. So wherever you feel comfortable, go ahead and get there. Make sure your lower half of the body is rooted in gravity. Sit up nice and tall, take the hand grip of your choice, and then as you inhale, gently begin to lift those arms up, away from the body, maybe even over the head. Good. Now, if your arms are lifted up over the shoulders, make sure there's no pinching or crunching, right? You don't want to cause any more injury here. So if it is a little painful, just back off. Yep. Try and keep those shoulders nice and soft here. And then find the balance and sensation. Right? Breathing into the stretch, backing off if there's any pain. Good. The breath should be smooth and steady here. Nice. If you need to take a break, you can bring those arms back down, maybe reset, and then as you inhale, maybe lift a little higher. Good. Making sure to listen to your body. Don't go too high if it hurts, okay? Does your elbow hurt a little bit? No. There's a pain in the arm? So just back off a little bit. And if the pain increases while you lift that arm, just don't lift it. Good. Wherever you're at, take another breath in. And then exhale slowly, 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 slowly lower those arms down. Good. Especially because that one can be so tight in the shoulders, it's really important to lower just as slowly as you lift it, right? You don't want to go real slow and then get a good stretch and then just drop the arm, right? So really make sure that it's slow and controlled both up as well as down. All right, good. Let's go ahead and take another breath here to reset. Inhale through the nose. Open mouth, exhale. Nice job, you guys. Okay, scapular glides. So for those of you here in the program, you'll find a flat surface to place your hands onto. For those of you at home, if you have a table or a flat surface, I recommend placing your hands on there. Otherwise, you can always pretend, right? So if you have the flat surface, real or imaginary, you're going to take your hands and just gently slide them up and away from the body here. So what we're trying to do here is get a little bit of motion in the shoulder blades. Okay, so if you need to feel the difference, you can squeeze the shoulder blades towards one another, bringing them into the midline of the back, and then feel them pull away from one another, right? So you're kind of wrapping them around the rib cage, and then your arms are just further drawing them up and away. Good, Tina. Yeah. Nice. And then continue breathing. Relaxing the shoulders, relaxing the neck. Just a little motion in the shoulder blade, but it provides a lot of motion in the arms. Smooth and steady with the breath here. Good. Take another inhale here. Maybe reach a little further. And then exhale slowly, 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 slowly. Come on back up. Nice job, you guys. Did anyone fall asleep on me right there? You guys all waking back up? All right. So I'll go ahead and face you guys once more. Let's take a breath here to reset. Inhale through the nose. Open mouth, exhale. Good. So now we're going to get into the back side of our shoulders here. Return to that starting position. Feel yourself sit up nice and tall, lengthen in the spine. If this hurts your arm as well, just back off, okay? So just listen to what your body's saying. Go ahead, sit up tall, take a breath in, and then we'll bring our right arm up and across the body here. Good. Yep, perfect, Kevin. Try and bring it across the chest. Now, a couple options. You can just reach away from your body. That's option one. Option number two, you can grab a hold of this other shoulder. Or option number three, if your free hand is available, go ahead and bring it. Just a nice little hug across the body. And who doesn't love a good hug, right? We're all lacking hugs right now anyway, so give yourself a hug. And then keep breathing. If there's any pain, back off. Try to continue to create length in the spine as you inhale. And gently squeeze that arm into your chest as you exhale. Nice. Moving the breath, smooth and steady. Carol, if it gets really bad, you can check in with Zill. Okay? So just make sure you know that. Good. Go ahead, take another breath in here. And then exhale, slowly release. Let it go. Good. We'll go ahead and switch sides. So once more, sit up tall. And then we'll bring our left arm up and across the body. Good. Option number one, reaching just across. Option number two, grabbing a hold of that other shoulder. And then option number three, if available, full expression, pulling that arm up and across the chest here. Good. Make sure that breath is still moving. Notice the stretch. Make sure it feels okay in your body. If it doesn't, just back off a little bit. Good. Try to soften maybe the shoulders or the jaw. Maybe it's your thoughts. Good. Take another deep breath in here. And exhale. Slowly release. Let it go. Oh. All right. We made it to my favorite part. Shoulder rolls. Pull them up to your ears and back down again. Up to the ears and back down. Good. Let this be like a little self-massage here. Going forward as well as backwards. Just trying to release any extra tension. Any holding. Just let it all go. Good. Keep that breath moving. Nice job, you guys. Go ahead. Take another inhale here. And exhale. Good heavy sighs this Monday morning. Nice job. I think we all might still be half sleeping, and that's okay. All right, go ahead. Sit up nice and tall. We're going to return to our starting position once more. Let your spine get long. Let your hips are heavy. Your feet are flat. Take a deep breath in as you sit up nice and tall. And then as you exhale, gently drop the right ear down into the right shoulder. Good. try to keep your gaze forward, which is bringing the ear to the head, or the shoulder. Your ear's already on your head, sorry. That would be quite the trick. Oh, goodness. This is why I'm drinking coffee this morning. And then just notice where the stretch is. If you did adjust where your eyes went, see if it changed the stretch. Feeling into the actual physical sensation. As you let the weight of the head pour over towards the floor. And continue moving the breath. Breathing into the left side of the neck here. Go ahead, take another inhale here. And as you exhale, slowly come on back through center. Make sure you bring your ear with this time. Just kidding. Bad Monday jokes. All right, let's do the other side. Sit up nice and tall, take a breath in. And exhale, drop the ear to the shoulder. Take your head with you. Good, and just allow the right shoulder to feel heavy as the head pulls in the opposite direction, melting towards the floor. Good, try to make sure the gaze is forward. Nice, but then just continue to drop the ear down towards your shoulder. Breathing into the right side of the neck. Allowing the stretch to be nice and easy, not forcing anything. Go ahead, take another inhale here. And then exhale. This time we're going to bring our chin down towards the chest. And then just start to make small circles with the head and the neck. Good. Moving a little slower than you think you should. Watching and feeling as the stretch moves through all corners of the cervical spine. Making sure to switch directions as you're ready. Just feeling into sensation, feeling into the stretch. Good. Smooth and steady with the breath. Nice job, you guys. As you're ready, come on back through center. Bring your head back in line with your spine. Once more, sit up nice and tall. Come on back to that starting position. We'll have our feet flat, hips heavy, the spine is long and lifted. Relax the shoulders. Good. And we'll finish just as we started with 3 deep breaths here. I invite you once more to close the eyes as we inhale through the nose, pull the breath in. Open mouth, exhale, let the breath go. Inhale through the nose, belly fills, chest expands. Exhale, open mouth, let it all go. Last one, deep breath in. And a slow breath out. Nice job, you guys. Go ahead, blink the eyes back open. Come on back into the space that you're in. And that ends our stretches for today. So nicely done. Thank you guys for being so present and participating with all of that. For those of you at home, thank you guys so much for joining. We will get set up for mindfulness. So if you hold tight, we'll be with you in a second. Thanks. How you guys doing, okay? Nice. All right, so for Tina and Kevin, you guys haven't been here, but we are still going into the mindfulness now, so we'll do another 20 or 30 minutes of it. Of course, your choice whether or not you want to participate, but if you just want to sit and breathe for a while, or if you have other things to do, that's okay. All we ask is that you just let the others who are participating just try and keep it quiet so that whoever wants to participate can show up and be present. And if you fall asleep, just no snoring, okay? We'll charge you extra. All right, so for all of you at home, who do we got? Let's see. Don Hayes, Run Killer Tomatoes. All right, Don, what movie are you watching over there this morning? Don's talking about Killer Tomatoes this morning. And then Mr. Robert, the King, King Robert is giving us a peace sign. So, hello, Robert. Good morning. We miss you. I don't know if I speak for everyone, but I'll say that a little bit. No. Just kidding. We all miss you. So, for Don and Robert and everyone else at home, we are going to continue with the mindfulness practice. So for those of you here that want to participate, all I ask is that you find a nice, comfortable position. Start to get yourself relaxed, comfortable. I'm going to refuel a little bit here. And the idea here with mindfulness, for those of you that have never practiced it, or maybe you've heard of it, or maybe you've done it once, it's really just an opportunity to give ourselves several minutes to simply be, right? We're trying to let go of any thoughts about yesterday, release any worry or planning for tomorrow, and simply allow yourself to be here in this moment, taking notice of your body, your breath, various things that are only existing here in the present, right? And we know our brains are powerful, powerful tools, but sometimes they take over, right? Sometimes the thoughts and the stories and whatever things that they're telling us, we let that be our reality. We let that take us away from what's actually happening here physically and energetically now in this moment. So we're going to return to our mindfulness practice of just focusing on the breath, right? And every time I describe this, I say, oh, it's a simple practice. Simple being that you have one intention, and that's to focus on the breath. It's definitely not simple in practice. It can be quite challenging. So remind yourself of that. Know that it's called a practice, and give yourself a little grace with this. I will guide you guys both in and out of it. We'll have a timer here, and we'll hear one bell to start us off, and then we'll hear a final bell indicating that our practice is over. Whatever you do with those minutes in between is entirely up to you. But what I invite of you is to allow yourself those minutes to just be here, right? Let go of any agenda, let go of any expectations, and just allow yourself some time to be here in this moment. So again, wherever you're at, find a nice, comfortable position. Maybe seated in your chair. If you're at home and it's safe and comfortable, perhaps you're lying down. Maybe take a couple of breaths here. And again, just know I will guide you through this whole practice, offering suggestions and guidance throughout. Again, whatever you choose to do with this time is entirely up to you. Once again, for the next several minutes, I invite you to simply arrive. Arrive to right here, right now. And just let yourself breathe. If possible, let yourself release any mental chatter. Give yourself permission to let go of any thoughts or worries, even any hopes for the moment. Just put those down. Let them be, and let yourself just be. If you haven't already, I invite you to close the eyes. Close the eyes or soften your gaze. And allow all of your attention, all of your awareness to turn inward. With your eyes closed, see if you can see yourself. Visualizing or imagining, using the mind's eye, however you describe it. Allow yourself to observe yourself. As you are, in this moment, one complete being, both physical and energetic bodies, seeing yourself from head to toe, front to back, side to side, inside to out. When you're ready, take a soft breath in and a soft breath out. Take a soft breath in and a soft breath out. As we move through this practice, keep in mind that it's exactly that, a practice. Your mind might wander. Your thoughts might get interrupted. That's okay. Allow yourself to notice, acknowledge, but then give yourself permission to come back. Let that thought or distraction go and come back to this moment. Come back to your being, your breath. As you're ready, when you're ready, with eyes still closed, bring all of your awareness to your breath. Watching yourself as you breathe, every inhale and every exhale. Inhale, exhale. Perhaps you see the breath itself, watching it, visualizing it, as it travels from the space around you into the body. Watching it as it enters through the nose, swirling in your throat, filling up your lungs, expanding the chest, And then as you breathe out, watch as it leaves the body, exiting back out the lungs, back through the throat, and out the nose and the mouth. Watching as the breath comes in, and watching as the breath goes out. Watching as the breath comes in, watching as the breath goes out. Perhaps you can see the breath as a physical object. Maybe it has a color or a temperature, maybe a certain sparkle to it. Watch it as it flows into your body, changing the physical shape of your being, expanding, broadening, widening. And then as you exhale, watch as your body softens, melting muscle, background, bone. Breath departing out the nose, leaving the mouth. Take a soft breath in, and a soft breath out. Watch as you breathe in. Watch as you breathe out. Again, if the mind has wandered, or you've been distracted, maybe the eyes have opened, notice, acknowledge. Give yourself a little grace and compassion, and allow yourself to start again. Come back to the breath. Come back to this moment. Watching as you breathe in, and watching as you breathe out. You need something a little bit more physical to focus on. Allow yourself to find a point on your body, a place that's affected by the breath, that's touched by the breath. Maybe it's your nostrils or the throat. Maybe it's your rib cage and the lungs inside. Maybe it's your belly, watching it as it jets out and sinks back in. Wherever this place is for you, bring your attention there. Let that be your anchor point. Noticing every time on the inhale, and then noticing on the exhale. How does your body change? How does that point of focus react? Just watching, just observing. No need to try and change or fix. Simply just notice. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in And breathing out. Allowing the breath to bring you back to this moment. Watching the one thing that's happening right here, right now. Every inhale and every exhale. Allowing the breath itself or that place on your body, that anchor point, to hold you in this moment, to steady you right here. No different than how an anchor steadies the ship. Allow the breath to steady your mind. And if the mind wanders, if your thoughts are distracting, know that you can always come back to this place, this moment, reconnecting to the breath. Watching as you inhale, watching as you exhale, watching as you inhale, watching as you exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Continue observing the breath, watching for one full cycle, seeing as the breath comes in, filling the body, expanding the energy, and then observe as the inhale transforms directly into the exhale. Body softening, breath leaving. And then repeat. Watching the inhale come in and watching as the exhale leaves. And if you get interrupted or distracted, start again. Know that you have infinite amount of chances to return to the breath. As long as the breath is moving, you can reconnect to this moment. Reconnect to right now. If you're able to watch for one full cycle, try for two. If two is easy, observe for three. If you can watch for three, try for four. And then just keep trying. Just keep breathing. knowing that you can come back to the breath at any point. Steadying your thoughts, steadying the mind. Observing as you breathe. Softly in and softly out. As we come into the final few minutes of our practice, I will let go of the verbal guidance and just continue to breathe with you. Connect to this moment with you. We'll hear one final bell indicating that our time is over. And until then, just continue to breathe. Come back to the breath, watching every inhale, watching every exhale, and knowing that at any point you can start again. Watching as you breathe in, watching as you breathe out, watching as you breathe in, watching as you breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Take a soft breath in and a soft breath out. Allow yourself to let go. Let go of any focus. Release any anchor points. Just return to easy breathing. Coming back into your body, feeling into this moment. Take another soft breath in And a soft breath out. If you wish to stay here, breathing, by all means, please do so. Otherwise, as you're ready, when you're ready, softly blink the eyes back open. Come on back into the space that you're in. Start to wake up if you've dozed off. And as always, thank you guys so much for showing up, for being present, for participating. For those of you at home, thank you so much for continuing to join us, connecting with us, and letting us share this practice with you. We are so very grateful for that opportunity. We will be back again this afternoon for our rehabilitative strength class. It'll be a little faster paced, a little more upbeat. Hopefully you don't fall asleep during that, but if you do, no judgments. Otherwise, we'll be back tomorrow morning, 10 a.m., another morning mindfulness. Either way, we hope to see you, and either way, we hope you have a wonderful day. Continue to take care of yourselves and take care of each other. Thanks so much.